In a resurfaced interview, royal photographer Arthur Edwards revealed the time the late Diana and Charles were incredibly distant, and how the public knew their marriage was falling apart. Mr. Edwards, who photographed the royal family for 44 years, was sent to Korea to take pictures of Charles and Diana. He described how miserable Diana and Charles appeared, and how no one was surprised when the pair called for a divorce a month later. Speaking to Yahoo's The Royal Box, he said, "It was only when we went to Korea, the last tour, when you knew it was all over then, because they couldn't bear to be in each other's company. It was so miserable. Even photographers realized the couple's marriage problems were irreconcilable, so much so, the trip was called the Glums Tour." Mr. Edwards added, "The tour was called the Glums Tour, and that was so miserable." And a month later the Prime Minister announced in the House of Commons, and I suppose no one was then surprised, "We watched them in Korea." In December 1992, then Prime Minister John Major announced the Prince and Princess of Wales were separating. Diana and Charles' relationship fell apart, and the Queen sent them a letter urging them to end their marriage. Mr. Edwards recalled how Diana and Charles showed earlier signs their marriage was soon ending. They pair filed for a divorce in 1996. Speaking to Yahoo's Royal Box, he said, "There were signs earlier when we were in India, when he went to kiss her at the polo match and she turned her head." During their 1992 tour in India, Diana was photographed in front of the Taj Mahal on her own. At the time, thousands of people commented on how lonely the princess looked, and questioned if Charles had intentionally snubbed her. However, Mr. Edwards told Yahoo's Royal Box, "Although everybody suspected it was Charles not wanting to be there, and we ran it in the paper, but we knew 2 weeks before that he wasn't going. We were told that Charles was not going to be at the Taj Mahal because he was going off with some British businessman to Bangalore, where there was going to be a lot of business contracts signed, and he was going to support them. So, he was never going there." Speaking in a series of secret interviews, documented by Channel 4's Diana, in her own words, the Princess of Wales said she always felt there were 3 people in her marriage. Charles had an alleged affair with Camilla Parker Bowles while he was married to Diana. Diana revealed a time when she realized Charles was cheating on her, after he received a secret gift from Camilla. After their wedding in the 29th of July 1981, Diana and Charles jetted off to Gibraltar for their honeymoon. During that time, she noticed Charles wearing a pair of cufflinks with the letter C's entwined on them, and realized they were from his lover Camilla. Diana died on the 31st of August 1997 in a Paris car crash.